You know where you are?
This is Nollywoodpicturestv.
How many years have you spent in the bank?
7 years.
7 years. Who gave you the right to tell someone that I had no money in my account?
It wasn't you mistaking me for someone else. I could never say anything like that.
The person that gave me the report said you told him the account was not funded. Who gave you the right to say so?
No, sir, no.
No, say something if I lose my temper.
I don't know the person who told you that, who gave you that report, sir. No banker could ever say that. I know the ethics of the profession. I've won several awards as a good banker. I could never say anything like that.
You're a good banker.
Yes, sir.
I like that.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're going to remain here until that account is funded.
Please, sir, let me go. I won't mention it to anybody.
I want you to understand something. You have a new job now. To get that account funded. You got that?
Yes, sir.
Baron. Did you hear that?
Yes, I did, sir. You did, yes.
Yeah, no, just come on. Come on, wake up! Wake up! If I'm wrong, it's my problem. I don't know how it concerns anyone. And it will never concern anybody. Shut up!
Ngozi, you are not helping me with the way you are panicking. Calm down and explain to me what happened. Now, where is your sister?
Daddy, I have not seen the car before. I was standing with her at the bus stop, Daddy. Daddy, immediately a car parked. The two men jumped out of the car. They started shooting into the air. Daddy, they took Helen and drove away.
What? They took Helen away?
Daddy, they joined the expressway and disappeared.
How? Come, Ngozi. Did you get the registration number of the car?
No, Daddy, there was no time for me to do that. Daddy, they were shooting into the air. There was no time for me to even think.
Why me? Why would they remember me now? I'm not a politician and I've never been one.
Daddy, we must get the police informed, though.
Police?
Yes.
Guys, I have to tell you the truth. See, I'm now desirous of going legit.
How do you mean?
I mean, even the boss is thinking about going legit. So we cannot continue to terrorize the land with series and series of crimes. I mean, for me, I'm just content. I'm alright. Just alright. Yeah. See? Boys, how's everything going? Good. Sir, the governments of this world are not committed to the war against fraud. Because fraud is the business of the high and the mighty. The world economy is crumbling because of fraud. And some smart guys are just somewhere manipulating the global stock market. And they call it global economic meltdown. In this office, we can forge anything once we have the sample.
That's okay. So how do you intend to get the samples?
I've made all the arrangements. You know, robbery is no longer attractive because it has become brutal and dirty. Kidnapping is not an alternative because it has its own attendant risks. The in thing now is fraud, and that's why I set this office.
I see. You talked about a girl. Where is she?
Yes, she's inside. I made a choice of her because she's a good banker. I get her. I kidnapped you because I need your help. You know, when I said you told someone that I had no money in my account, I was joking. No such thing happened. This is Sir Zee, our boss. Now I want you to cooperate with us so that we'll make you a millionaire. We are bad guys, yes. And we have decided to remain bad guys because we are in a world where it pays nothing to be good.
Please, sir. Since I didn't tell anybody you didn't have any money in your account, please let me go. I won't mention it to anybody. I'll just go and continue my life.
Don't force me to reach the conclusion that you don't want to play this game. As a banker, you've spent all your years overlooking other people's money. Now we want to give you a chance to make your own money. Like I said, we will make you a millionaire.
Please, sir, what exactly do you want from me?
Some vital bank information. You're a smart banker. And we are smart bad guys. Experts in forgery. You scratch our back, we scratch yours. That's good business. You understand the business now?
Can you help me?
Yeah, sit down.
Have you noticed that your sister is now behaving like a strange woman?
A strange woman? Daddy, I don't understand what you mean by a strange woman.
She is mixing with evil characters. She has resigned from the bank, and what she does for a living now, I do not know. Yeah?
Daddy, you cannot say she's associating with evil characters. My sister is working and she's not complaining.
Why did she resign from the bank?
Daddy, she said she found a better job and I believe her. She's even better now than when she was working in that bank.
Better.
Then she wasn't having a car, but now she's having a car.
Car? Is car the main thing? Car, she's having a car. Nonsense. That's all.
Daddy, good morning. What's the matter again?
Helen, please sit down.
Daddy, I'm late for work.
Alright. Helen, why did you resign from the bank?
Daddy, how many times do I have to answer this question?
Shut up and answer my question. Listen, I got you that job. I knelt before the regional manager and begged her to give you that job. You have no reason whatsoever to resign from that job without telling me. Because I know what I suffered to get it for you.
Daddy, I am sorry I resigned without telling you. But I am not idle. I have a job now and I'm happier.
You are going to work now?
Yes.
Dressed like this, eh?
Yes, Daddy, I'm going to work now.
Helen, you must tell me the work you are doing now.
Ngozi, can you please tell Daddy that ladies in the corporate world do not need to be identified by the suits they are wearing. They're identified by the words that come out of their mouths.
That is complete balderdash! Arrant nonsense! Helen, you must tell me the work you are doing now.
Daddy, can you stop pestering me as if I'm a schoolgirl?
Huh?
I'm a working class lady and I know what I am doing. I know what I am doing.
Helen!
Work, I have to go.
Helen!
Bye-bye.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? She has gone bananas. She has gone out of control.
Your strength and cold heart to get things go your own way. And the underworld is here. God, your money's right. Money is the language. Betrayal is the answer. Not to trust no one's the rule. It's a game of life. You can see fraud is taking up the whole town. Desperate men in the whole town. They can get you in their net when they need you just to be there. Always stay like a watch guard. No mercy if you go wrong. You're the culprit if you're caught. Don't fall prey. Oh, get this cash, make this do, make this do. Yeah, we got the grand formula. Makes me feel alright, makes me feel safe. Oh, spend the money, let it flow, let it flow. We're the kings of cash and ladies. We rule the world. Oh yeah.
I don't want you to look at it as if I do not appreciate or that I'm not impressed with your achievements so far. It's just that I want you to play down on this bloodshed thing. You know, I don't like it at all. You know, Babylon, I am going legit. Okay? I don't want all this.
Do you want us to go back to this issue of legitimacy? The most important thing is money. The girl I brought in here has resigned from the bank. Today she's working fully with us. And that's because we're making money. You know, my own idea of legitimacy is money without the shedding of blood is legitimate, no matter how what. You know? So why not dwell more on the money we are making and think less of this legitimacy thing? Wow.
I created this check. It's a perfect instrument. You can go with Baron.
I need an assurance that this check will fly.
You have all the assurance you need. Go with Baron, clear the check, and the money will be ours for the sharing.
Now, can any bank pay 70 million naira without confirmation? No. What do we do if the bank calls the owner to confirm his check?
The owner of that account usually confirms his checks by email. Now we have access to his inbox. All machineries have been set in place. So when the bank sends him a confirmation request, we will take it up from there.
Thank you. I was the one that fixed that deal, so I know everything about that business.
I know you know everything about the business, but this is important. We need to take a decision before the end of the business today.
You know what, Marisa? I'm in the middle of a business now, so I would appreciate if you can call me back later.
I cannot call you back later because there's no time. We need to figure out what we must do.
Sorry, Marisa. You know what I just discovered now? You are incompetent for my kind of business. And I will advise that you get off my path. Alicia, listen. Fine. Are you ever under the illusion that you know all the people that I know? Look, we're in the middle of a business and I want us to concentrate on this business. Alright.
Your strength and cold heart to get things go your own way, and the underworld is here.
You know what I learned over the years? Only fools get arrested.
That's right.
I'm waiting for you here.
Okay.
Once you sense danger, leave the bank.
No problem.
Don't be a fool. Don't get arrested.
Don't be troubled, Babylon. Men die but once.
When they need you just to be there, always stay like a watchguard. No mercy if you go wrong. You're the culprit if you're caught. Don't fall afraid. Oh, get this cash, make this do, make this do. Yeah, we got the grand formula. Makes me feel alright, makes me feel safe. Oh, spend the money, let it flow, let it flow. We're the kings of cash and ladies, we rule our world.
You've not told me why you left the creative, legitimate job in the bank, job of fooling.
The reason is private.
Of course I know it's private. Can we hear it? Or are you hiding something from me?
No, I'm not hiding anything. Unlike my job in the bank, I'm making more money here.
Really? So I take it that you believe that life is all about making money?
I cannot say that, but I do know for sure that there's little or nothing one can do without money.
Well, I must confess, intelligent. But personally, I'm not very impressed with the idea of you having to leave your job. Some of you messed up.
What's going on now? Huh? How long is it going to take you guys to pay?
The customer is getting worried. What is delaying his payment? Sir, they are waiting for the online confirmation of your check. Once it is received, you'll be paid.
Listen, I don't have time for this. You guys are delaying me. I don't have time.
The problem is not from us, sir. It is from the owner of the account. Just bear with us, you'll be paid very soon. Please.
Have you made any headway?
Yes, the bank has sent their request.
And what did you do?
I did what I ought to do. I confirmed the check and I know they must surely pay.
Very good, Nick. My goodness. And you are good with your fingers, obviously.
And you remain the epitome of excellence. Your brain is a powerhouse. And your fingers are equally good.
Well, trust them. Let me see what you did.
Yes.
What's keeping this guy? Excuse me, madam. Look, listen, I don't know what's going on here. If you know you can't pay, you tell me. You can't keep me here all day.
Sign here, sir. I'm so sorry for the delay, sir. We needed to confirm the check before paying you.
So what next?
Come with me, sir. Let me take your photograph before we can pay you.
Alright, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for your patience.
It takes your strength and cold heart to get things go your own way. And the underworld is here, guard your money's right. Money is the language, betrayal is the answer. Not to trust no one's the rule, it's a game of life. You can see fraud is taking up the whole town. Desperate men in the whole town, they can get you in their net when they need you just to be there. Always stay like a watch guard. No mercy if you go wrong, you're the culprit if you're caught. Don't fall a prey. Oh, get this cash, make this dough, make this dough. Yeah, we got the grand formula, makes me feel alright, makes me feel so good. Oh, spend the money, let it flow, let it flow.
You are trying to change the way we are doing things before here. What are you really telling me? That you can't take my word or what?
Okay, listen, let me tell you. You are just wasting your time.
Myself?
Listen, if you like, shout from now till tomorrow. There is no way I am going to do what you are asking for. It's not possible.
Are you aware that you are talking to Chief Okeke? Are you aware of that?
Chief Okeke, let me tell you something. You are talking arrant nonsense.
Myself, arrant nonsense. Do you know the political implications of your actions and utterances? Do you know?
Now listen, Chief Okeke. I am the chairman of this our great party. And I take credible decisions for this party for now. Do you understand? Does that make sense to you?
I can see. So, you make your decisions and pass it down on us. What do you call us? Your yes men? Or what? You are follow members.
Well, this is my tenure. And I do whatever my conscience tells me is right. Not what you want me to do.
Okay.
Now let me tell you something. The era of manipulation is gone and gone forever. For every kobo that is spent here now, I must make sure that I'm accountable. Not on frivolous issues. Do you understand? Does that make sense to you? Now listen. There is no way I can do your biddings and go down in history as the party chairman that was very irresponsible, inefficient, and could not be accountable. No way.
Achike! You must do my bidding, or you will see.
See what? See what? You better come and sit down and take your drink, oh. See what? I'm not going to see anything. This party, we must change this party. Things must not continue to be this way. We must change. There must be accountability. There must be credibility. Efficiency in this party. We must change this party. It has to be now. Now.
You know, I told you that our network pays better than the bank. But you thought I was joking. Today, you know I was right.
Let me tell you something I haven't told anyone. The boss asked me, and I refused to speak. I resigned from my banking job because of you. I joined this cartel because of you. I want you to promise me that you'll never let me down.
Do you know the difference between the other man and this man?
The other man and this man? I don't understand you.
The difference is in the modus operandi. You know, the other man promised things anyhow. But this man has never promised anything and will never promise anything. That's the way I walk.
I don't understand you.
I will not let you down. But don't let yourself down. If you let yourself down, I will let you down big time. That's the way I walk.
The only meaning I can read to what you just said now is that you're planning to dump me.
If you're angry at this, that would be very strange. Girls that wine and dine with Mafia don't get angry over flimsy things. You must bear this in mind. There's only one important thing we think about. That is money.
You mean to tell me that money is more important than our relationship? Than this relationship?
Ladies that are exposed to the powers of money do not think relationship. Saturate your senses with the thought of money, and you would have no reason to think something else. Money is it. Come on. Hey.
So I must confess that this private guest house of yours is beautiful.
I am sorry, Sir Zee. I have not invited you here to serve whatsoever. Someone is undermining my political relevance. I want him out of the way. I want him shot beyond recognition.
I'm afraid, sir, we don't engage in things like that anymore.
I don't understand what you mean by we don't engage in such things anymore. I'll pay!
I didn't say you wouldn't pay. What I'm simply trying to tell you is I hope you don't kill innocent people anymore.
Why are you calling him innocent? Why are you calling him innocent? He is a politician. And you can never find an innocent politician.
There you
never.
are. There you are.
That's right. That's right.
You just implicated yourself by that statement. Anyhow, I wouldn't want to go into that. What I'm simply trying to make you understand is that we will not want to soil our hands in the man's death.
Look, Sir Zee, I'll pay 6 million naira. I was the one who planted him there as the party chairman. He's no longer listening to me, and there is only one option left. Turn him off.
I want to get one thing straight, sir. So your only problem with this man is the fact that he doesn't listen to you anymore.
How many other things?
Then why don't you get to talk to him somehow? You might be surprised that he'll budge. You don't kill a man to get him to listen to you. No, you don't.
You see, I have this feeling that you are not comfortable with 6 million naira. Then tell me, how much do you want? I'll pay.
10 million naira and your enemy will kiss the dust.
Oh, Babylon, you are your own. Why don't you get to appreciate the fact that man was made in the image of God, and you do not need to kill someone to teach the person a lesson? I'm sorry to disappoint you, sir. We are not going to kill anybody. You can resolve your matter without wasting blood.
You see, Sir Zee, I really understand. I understand. You see, I will pay 15 million naira. I want him dead.
You don't seem to understand what I'm saying, sir. Money is not the issue. I am sick and tired of you politicians using me as a tool to silence the opposition. You should understand that opposition is an integral part of a political system, a relevant machinery to checkmate government's excesses, and must and should be appreciated. I'm sorry, sir. We cannot kill anybody. And that's my decision.
It takes your strength and cold heart to get things go your own way. And the underworld is here. God, your money's right. Money is the language. Betrayal is the answer. Not to trust no one's the rule. It's a game of life. You can see fraud is taking up the whole town. Desperate men in the whole town.
You see, Chief, you're going to be the very first politician I'm going to be dating.
Why? Does it really mean you don't like politicians or you don't like me?
I hate politicians. See the condition of our country. Bad roads, no good houses, no water, no light, and they lie a lot. They lie a lot. See? Can you imagine? See the road.
Stop it! Stop it! Where's the money?
The money is in the office. In the office, please.
What are you talking about? You mean you left all the money in the office?
Can we go back to the office and pick it?
Shut up! Get him down.
I thought I was a thief. So this is real. I told your friends the money was in the office. He said, I was telling lies, the money is here.
And now you shut up.
I'll shoot you. I'm going to give you 3 bullets. 1 for your corruption, 2 for your rigging election, and 3 for silencing the opposition.
Money is the language. Betrayal is the answer. Not to trust no one's the rule. It's a game of life. You can see fraud is taking up the whole town. Desperate men in the whole town. They can get you in their neck when they need you just to be there. Always stay like a watchguard. No mercy if you go wrong. You're the culprit if you're caught. Don't fall a prey.
This is one more than too many. We must get to the root of this. We must get to the root of this murder. Why?
That guy was an assassin. He was. I'm sure someone paid him to kill my husband.
And why?
I'm very sure. Because my husband told him that there is money in the house. But he just shot him and left.
Oh.
He didn't even say anything about the money. He just shot him and left.
Oh. Your husband was a peace-loving man. He wasn't corrupt at all. You see? A politician of high standard. Why? Why would anybody want to kill him? Why?
This is not the time to complain. We have to first of all try and bury the dead. Evil that men do must surely find them out. Surely!
Ichi and the Boli said we said this all the time. We said this all the time. But men still commit this kind of evil. And without repercussion. We must get to the root of this. We must! Why would anybody do anything like this? Why? Why?
Why? Please take it easy. Don't cry too much. Please,
take it easy. The party is not easy. Stop crying.
Why did you kill that man?
You know, the pay was right. And I needed the dough.
Do you ever think about tomorrow? Why do you go about killing people for nothing?
Sir Zee, why are you talking like a preacher lately? He was a corrupt politician. He was among the problems we have in this country. They are the bundle of liars that rig all the elections in this country. They banished free and fair election and substituted it with selection. And I thought that the ideal thing is to start liquidating all the lying politicians one by one.
You know something?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to deal with you. I will deal with you.
Why?
talking for politicians. What we did is business. That man paid me 15 million naira. And I can still give you your lion's share.
Hey! Hold it right there, Babylon. I do not want any blood money. And how many times in the past have I told you that I'm no longer the old Sir Zee that was a terror to all? It is time for legitimacy. It is time to legitimize. It is time to legitimize. The earlier you get that into your skull, the better for you.
Sir Zee, there's no middle way between a saint and a sinner.
It takes your strength and cold heart to get things go your own way. And the underworld is here. God, your money's right. Money is the language.
Sir Zee, your boss, knows that I'm one of the kingmakers in this land. People should not look down on my powers. They should not. The people I planted. They should not look down on my powers.
Can I ask you one question, sir?
Yes. Yes, do.
Is that possibly why you killed that innocent man?
I don't understand why all of you are calling politicians innocent. We are concerned with interest. Once anything is clashing with our interest, we can do anything to silence it. Let me tell you, young man, opposition in politics is broader, let's say wider, than what people call opposition. Anything that is against our interest is opposition and must stand off.
Beautiful.
Where are you going, young man? Where are you going? What the hell are you doing with gun? What the hell are you doing with a gun?
What's good for the goose is good for the gander. That's an English proverb that is valid in Africa.
Why are you pointing gun at me? I am a big politician. I can give you anything. If I can give you money, I can give you. I have it. I have it here. This is $10,000. I can give you more. Why are you trying to do this? No.
It takes your strength and cold heart to get things go your own way. And the underworld is here. God, your money's right. Money is the language. Betrayal is the answer. Not to trust no one's the rule. It's a game of life. You can see fraud is taking up the whole town. Desperate men in the whole town. They can get you in their net when they need you just to be there. Always stay like a watchguard. No mercy if you go wrong. You're the culprit if you're caught. Don't fall a prey. Oh, get this cash, make this dough, make this dough. Yeah, we got the grand formula. Makes me feel alright, makes me feel so good. Oh, spend the money, let it flow, let it flow. We're the kings of cash and ladies. We rule our world, oh yeah. I know I'm gonna make my way. It's survival of the fittest. The deal is mine. No more murder and blood to shed. Let's define the mode we play and make legitimate cash. Money is the language. Betrayal is the answer. Not to trust no one's the rule. It's a game of life. But he who kills by the sword must surely die by the sword. Don't forget you got your foes, so watch your back.
Did you confirm him dead?
I don't have time for that nonsense. What do you mean you don't have time for that nonsense? Our instruction was to kill the murderer. Did you confirm him dead?
If you get me angry, you're not gonna like me. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Shit. Okay, what about Babylon? We had a brief to touch him.
The brief has changed. We're going home. At the appropriate time, we handle Babylon. Do you get what I'm saying?
Who changed the brief? I'm not aware of changing of it now, you know.
Drive this car, don't break the speed limit. Got it?
You can see fraud is taking up the whole town. Desperate men in the whole town. They can let you in their neck when they need you just to be there. Always stay like a watchguard.
Uncle?
Yes.
Your late wife was every inch a mother to me. In fact, she was the person who taught me how to pray. That I will never forget. I am going to foot the bills of her 1 year memorial service.
I have completed every plans. I only came to invite you.
Uncle, it's okay. I understand. You know, just that last year when she died, I could not participate in her burial because things were not financially okay for me. But today, things are different. We thank God. Yeah. Auntie Angelina was a good woman, a saint. And that's why I want to give her a befitting 1 year memorial service.
My daughters and I have planned a simple memorial service. You know my kind of person. I don't want noise. I want a very simple memorial service. I don't even want canopies. But just that we gather together and pray for her soul. That's all.
It's okay, Uncle, if that's what you want. I will not disrupt your program. If you want it simple, we have it simple.
Better. My son has already confirmed to me that he can't make it.
No, Uncle. You don't need to bother all these people abroad. You know, sometimes things are not financially okay with them. We're here. We're capable. We're equal to the task.
All right.
Your strength and cold heart to get things go your own way. And the underworld is here. God, your money's right. Money is the language. Betrayal is the answer. Not to trust no one's the rule. It's a game of life. You can see fraud is taking up the whole town. Desperate men in the whole town. They can get you in their neck when they need you just to be there. Always stay like a watchguard. No mercy if you go wrong. You're the culprit if you're caught. Don't fall prey. Oh, get this cash, make this do, make this do. Yeah, we got the grand formula. Makes me feel alright, makes me feel safe. Oh, spend the money, let it flow, let it flow. We're the kings of cash and ladies. We rule the world. Oh yeah. Make my way. It's survival of the fittest. The deal is mine. No more murder and blood to shed. Let's define the mode we play and make legitimate cash. Money is the language. Betrayal is the answer. Not to trust no one's the rule. It's a game of life. But he who kills by the sword must surely die by the sword. Don't forget you got your foes, so watch your back.
Well, gentlemen, this is my uncle Oko, sir. You know,
my cousin Amanda, and then sorry, come over here, and then Lucy, very dear to my heart, you know. Well, these are my uncle, these are my friends. Here seated is my friend and business partner. His name is Barrow. Yeah, and then this is Philip. So we all call him Babylon. And then over there is Nick. And then at the other corner is Humphrey.
Gentlemen, you're welcome. Thank you. Enjoy yourself.
So, gentlemen, feel free. Eat, drink. Feel very free, you know, to do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean. This is my house. There's only to worry about. Amanda, are you okay? You sure you're okay? How about you, Lucy? Wow. So I hope, gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was delicious. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Wow, the fruit pizza here. Pizza.
Please, where is the toilet?
Oh, the toilet, it's inside.
Can you show me, please?
Listen, Babylon, look, the toilet is inside. She just told you. Just walk right there, turn left. You find the toilet there.
Isn't it better that she shows me rather than my bumping into someone else's room in error?
Everybody's here in the house. Let him go.
Thank you, sir.
Excuse me.
Well, gentlemen, see, the very reason why we're gathered here is to celebrate the 1 year memorial service of a woman, a great woman, who was a mother to me. She taught me everything I know today. Sometimes it amazes me why good people exit this world early.
Zee, that's a mystery, you know, a big mystery. You see, I once attended a church service where that actually was taught. It's a corrupt world, you know, under the spell of the enemy, the devil. And that's why God takes his people away so quickly, so that they can escape the corruption in the world. That's what I think.
Anyhow, may her gentle soul continue to rest in peace.
Amen. You know, when I told you I wanted to use the toilet, I lied. I just wanted to have private time with you.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you mean.
You know, the very moment I saw you with your father, something in me told me that I found the lady of my dream. Yeah. Just accept me as your man. I have whatever you need to make you happy.
Sorry, what am I supposed to do with this? I don't know what to say to you.
My answer is very simple. Be my girl, and I'll be the best man in the world.
Excuse me, my father will be waiting for me.
I don't know what you think. I don't know what you're planning. Huh? Keep your filthy hands off my cousin.
Sir Zee, I call my hands filthy.
And you listen to me, okay? Don't you ever go anywhere near her, else you make me angry.
You don't have any reason to be angry.
Listen, I just told you. Eh? I just told you. Don't go anywhere near her. Else, I swear to God, I will hit you and hit you real hard. It's a promise. My hands are clean. I called you to inform you that I'm having a problem with Babylon. He is stabbing me in the back, and I'm not happy about it, and will not tolerate it.
Well, Sir Zee, Babylon is one of us. We can call him to order. What did he do?
He's messing with my cousin. And I want whoever can talk to him in the language he will understand to tell him to stay away from her.
Well, I have this nauseating feeling that something is going wrong with Babylon. Why is he after everybody doing?
What do you mean, after everybody?
You know, forgery might not be his ultimate reason for making us kidnap Helen. He is dating her right under our nose.
Listen, Humphrey, I don't care if he's dating Helen or not. Alright? Just tell him to take his blood-stained fingers off my sister! Else, I'll be forced to do something unthinkable. Listen, I know that it is a dog-eat-dog affair. But let's tread cautiously. Tell him I said so.
You can see fraud is taking up the whole town. Desperate men in the whole town. They can get you in their net when they need you just to be there. Always stay like a watchguard. No mercy if you go wrong. You're the culprit if you're caught. Don't fall a prey. Oh, get this cash, make this dough, make this dough.
Babylon, I'm not comfortable with the quietness of this place. I don't know what we're doing here.
You know, something serious cropped up. And I brought you here so we can talk about it.
In an open place like this? Why bring me to this godforsaken quiet place?
I plan all businesses here. I call this place the lonely place. But there's nothing wrong if I brought you here for talks.
Babylon, let's go to your place and talk. I'm not comfortable here.
So what's my business about how people feel? My only business is to say what I want to say, exactly how I want to say it.
What do you mean by that?
Knowing me is good business for you. In the last 1 year, you've cleaned up 35 million naira. No bank can pay you that. But from now onwards, I want to maintain only one relationship with you, and that's business. Every other relationship is hereby cancelled.
Are you
and I don't want any human being to ask me why.
Obviously, you must be out of your mind. You're certainly out of your mind. You brought me here to insult me?
Hey. Where are you going? I brought you to this place. You should realize that you cannot live without me. Don't even know where you are?
Babylon, let me warn you. I do not know what your challenges are, but do not ignite my anger, because if you do, you will not believe what I am going to do to you.
Let me show you the way.
strength and cold hearts to get things go your own way. And the underworld is here. God, your money's right. Money is the language. Betrayal is the answer. Not to trust no one's the rule. It's a game of life. You can see fraud is taking up the whole town. Desperate men in the whole town. They can get you in their net when they need you just to be there. Always stay like a watch guard. No mercy if you go wrong. You're the culprit if you're caught. Don't fall prey. Oh, get this cash, make this do, make this do. Yeah, we got the grand formula. Makes me feel alright, makes me feel so. Oh, spend the money, let it flow, let it flow. Where the kings of
You like it?
Yes, it's lovely.
I'm happy.
The other day, my uncle introduced you as Mr. Philip. So where does this Babylon name come from?
Well, Phillips actually is my real name. But I give myself Babylon because it gives me good luck. You have a problem with that?
Not at all. But I prefer Philip. It sounds more mature and responsible.
Well, there's no problem with that. My mother actually called me Phillips until she died. And you know, since she died, you are the first woman that has actually stolen my heart. I don't know why.
Tell me, what exactly do you want from me?
I like to be your husband. Baby, I love you that much. Marry me and we'll be happy together.
That's right. Are you also a stockbroker like my uncle?
Yeah. We are stockbrokers. We buy shares in large quantities and sell to the public.
Where do you come from?
Umuakole. Why do you ask?
Well, I should know, shouldn't I?
Oh, sure. Well, people don't really know me much there because I hardly travel home.
And are you a graduate?
Well, I planned to go to school, but I decided to make money first and then get married. That is, if you accept my proposal, I risk being a bachelor for life. You know, it's either you or nothing. And I mean it. Baby, marry me and we will be happy together. I love you so much.
Well, you just have to give me some time to think about it. This everything is happening really fast, I mean.
Oh, why not? We'll just have this little, talking. This is $5,000. Just use it to get whatever you need.
No, I can't take that.
Come on. You must learn not to say no to a gift that is given with love. Baby, come on. This is with love.
No, I can't take this. It's really...
Can anything be too much for you? For my love for you? With love, baby. With love. Come on.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Daddy.
Yes.
If you still have some minutes, I'd like to discuss something with you.
Yes. Come and sit down. Sit down. What is it this time?
Earlier today, one of the men that came with Uncle Zion for Mommy's memorial service was here.
Which of them and why did he come?
His name is Babylon, and he gave me this 5,000 US dollars, Daddy.
He gave you 5,000 US dollars. What for?
Well, he says he wants to marry me. I'm just confused. I'm very confused right now.
Is your uncle aware of his intentions?
I wouldn't say that. Yeah, because he came alone today.
Anyway, it's alright. You are ripe for marriage and it's just proper that suitors will come for you. Now tell me, what do you think about this man?
I don't know anything about him. I don't know much about him yet to think anything. But I do know that Lucy considers him a fake.
Why should Lucy call him fake?
She said that for him to have come visiting without Uncle Zion qualifies him as a fake. And in her words, she claims to have seen him put too much perfumes on his body before entering here, and therefore he can pass for a playboy that only came to break my heart.
No, Lucy can't do that. She doesn't have to call a man fake when she's not sure of the facts, okay? That's no problem. No problem. It's alright.
What is it?
It's 11. Are you not leaving?
Are you asking me to leave your house?
Yes. I'm asking you to leave because I never invited you in the first place. Look, you should know that I'm a bachelor. I'm a bachelor who is making money to make himself happy. Look. Please, you should only come here on invitation, okay?
You know what's wrong with you? You seem to forget you're getting older and not younger. You're scared of responsibilities.
Of course, I'm getting younger. This is my life, and I want to live it to the full.
Do you know you're very stupid?
Yes. So leave this stupid man before he starts stupid things.
Babylon, I don't know where you get your motivation from, but I must inform you that you cannot use me and dump me. I came here because of you, so you have to live up to your responsibilities.
You cannot say that you know my responsibilities. So just dress up and leave. I want to concentrate and think. I'd rather die than surrender to you bastards.